Hello, YouTube. Yes, I am back again. Originally, I was going to do this part tacked on to the previous video I just uploaded, and the time sensitive, and this is going to be way too long. Nobody's going to stick around for this segment, I don't think. So I thought I would do a separate video. Hubby and I this weekend for Mother's Day weekend went to the camper. He took me fishing Saturday. I had no luck. Him, on the other hand, did. And this is why I'm doing this video, because somebody, I don't know who, I really don't know who, I would like to know who, and I'd like to know what I was supposed to do, because I don't know, but somebody did a very naughty thing. Let's see if I can share a screen and if it will work. And I can show, oh, nope, I gotta reopen it. Okay. That's what I thought. Cancel. Okay, just give me one moment here, people. I'm so sorry. Bring this up. Okay, there it is. Yes, I'm talking to myself. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, let's go down to the hubby right there. Now, I did talk to my hubby. He's fine with me sharing photos of him on YouTube and stuff. So, no worries there. I figured he would be. Anyhow, like I said, we fish on the Grand River. I have a specific spot. I love going fishing. I can catch a lot of fish usually there. I've got a few different kinds of fish, and I am going to show them to you guys today. But this one I'm showing you first, because this is where someone did a major no-no. And like I said, I don't know what I was supposed to do regarding this fish. Actually, I don't know what my husband was supposed to do, because he's the one that caught it, not me. So we did release it, and I'm so sorry if that was wrong. But okay, you guys ready for this? I don't know if you guys are ready for this. So let's share the screen. Okay, that is my husband of 22 plus years. Great man, love him to death. He wears DHL, that's why he's in his work uniform. Well, his spare coat. But do you see what he's holding there in his right hand? If you're not quite sure, here, I can bring up this picture for you and show it to you. Somebody, and I don't know who, released their koi or / goldfish either into our Grand River or into Lake Erie. And my husband caught it. He says he thinks it probably weighed about 2 pounds. Unfortunately, my scale to weigh my fish right now is dead, so we don't know how much. I don't know of anyone near the river where we fish or our trailer that have a koi pond or anything like that and could have taken it, or have somewhere where they could put it in quarantine for a couple weeks to make sure it was going to be okay, and then introduce it to its other koi pond fish if they have that. From where we fish to back here to the city, it's about a 45-minute drive. Now, we do have a pretty big pet store that's just starting to reopen, and I'm pretty sure had I gone down there and talked to them about it, they would have taken it. They're pretty good at, taking in, I'm trying to think of the word. When someone hands over their pet because they can no longer take it, they will rehome it to their store and stuff. But because we caught it in the wild, I don't know if they would. Same with, we have a Mandarin restaurant that has a koi pond when you're in the front, like in the foyer waiting to be seated. And we don't know if they would have taken it. It's beautiful orange. It looks very healthy. And it's very plump. So I don't think it's been in the river very long. And I'm sitting there thinking, our water freezes in the winter. And I don't know if I catch, I'm almost tempted tomorrow, look up wild and game life fishing and such, and show them these pictures, although I don't want to get charged because we did release it, but say, if we catch it again, what are we supposed to do? Like, I have an aquarium. It's not up and set up or anything, but this fish, I wish I had also laid my pop bottle down, my 2 liter bottle pop with it, because I don't think it would have survived in my fish tank. It's not big enough. Now, if I had my mother's 50-gallon or 60-gallon tank she used to have, it might be okay in there for a bit. But also, if I were to bring it back home to the Chinese restaurant or to the pet store, I don't have an air circulation device I could put in the container I'm transporting the fish in. And the thing was, we stayed at the trailer overnight. We didn't even come home till this afternoon on Sunday. So we would have had this fish for 24 hours. I couldn't have taken it. I didn't want to kill it. It's a beautiful fish. But I'm very angry that someone released it like this. Now, there is a pet store in the town that's right before where our camper is, but I don't think they're qualified. It's called Ruffins. It's a kind of a common pet store we have here in Ontario. But I know they've had in the past, they've had kittens and puppies and stuff, and they do sell smaller fish to start your aquarium with. But I don't think they have the tanks to hold something like this. And like, even still, from where we fish to this pet store, we're looking at about a 12-minute drive. Again, if I don't have an air filter place in whatever container I got the fish in, I'm not going to put a big straw in it and keep blowing it. I'm sorry, that's not happening. So I don't even think it would survive making it to there. So like, I really don't know what to do. Like I said, we released it this time. I think I'm going to call Wildlife and Gaming tomorrow and let them know where we caught this. And like, we don't have a cell phone. So even if we had a cell phone and we called them or whatever, who knows how long it'll be before someone got to us. Actually, it'd be the OPP that we deal with, because I got carded a couple years ago. I felt real proud about it, by the way. First time I ever got carded fishing, and I had my fishing license with me, so it was all good. But even if I were to call the cops, they're going to be a good 15, 20 minutes out before they even get to us, at minimum. So I was angry, very, very angry. I know this fish does not belong in our waterways, but do I kill it? Like, really, I don't know. And like, I'm so upset. Like, I'm glad we caught it and we know it's there now. And hopefully we can get information as to what to do and then catch it again and do what we're recommended to do. It's just, I'm very angry that someone did this to this poor goldfish. Like, it's a good size. Like I said, my husband figures it's about 2.5 pounds. But I'm angry. Like, if you couldn't keep it, please do research as to where you could maybe find someone else who can take it, or a pet store that can take it, or something. Like, just don't flush it. Or, well, obviously they didn't flush it, so it wouldn't have gone through the pipes. But don't take it to a waterway of some sort and let it go. That's so not fair to this fish. So that was the first time for us ever, and we've been fishing at this spot for many years. I'm going to share with you also some pictures of me, if you guys don't mind. So this is my husband's other fish, which was just a regular, I guess I should put him up all the way so his head not cut off. This is just a regular channel cat or a mud cat. We get these all the time when we go fishing, okay? Very common fish in our area. We just catch and release, by the way. So there's that fishing. Mother's Day weekend. So I told him that's fine. Father's Day weekends, and then I'm going to catch all the fish, and he's not going to catch any. Like, I don't mind if I don't catch anything. It's like, oh, I'm fishing right beside you. How am I not getting any of this stuff? So anyway, so he caught a couple fish. That's the 2-liter bottle of pop. This is my one and only fish from last year. That is laying beside, and you can see the light of the 2-liter bottle of cola. That is a flathead catfish. My first one ever. And that's my biggest fish ever. The only fish I caught last year, and I think I caught it in July when it was the 2 weekends plus the week in between that was all free, so 9 days worth of free fishing. And I know I caught it on a Saturday. My husband wasn't with me. Thank God I was the only one fishing in that spot. Thank God a truck came up with a boat on it, so I was able to wave them down. They had their window open and everything. And I asked the gentleman for help because there was no way, because we're up on a canal, like a cement wall, and it's probably a good 4 or 5 feet down before it gets to the water. And if I tried to lift that up, it was going to break. My husband, normally I walk it to the end of the break wall or the wall, and my husband goes down this stone cliff type little thing. It's not very big, but this little cliff with big rocks to the waterway with the net, scoops it and brings it up to me. So I had to wave a gentleman to come rescue me because my husband wasn't with me. The next day, Sunday, when we went fishing, because it was the last day of the free fishing for the whole year, there were some people down a little bit down the break wall from where we were, and I think they caught the same catfish, the flathead catfish, because it looked about the same size. So that was a catfish I've caught in the past. Then I'm going to show you, these ones are from a few years back. This, oh my goodness, this one, when I caught it for the very first time, I looked at it, I thought, what the heck did I catch? Again, I don't have a cell phone. I don't have a book with all the different fish you can get and, scroll through it. And like I said, I don't have a cell phone, so it's not like I can take a picture and like, what is this kind of thing? I know you can get the app for fish and birds and bugs and all kinds of things. Well, I don't have a phone. So I'm looking at this fish, and I was pretty proud of it. I thought, this is kind of unique. What is it? Well, when I got home, uploaded the picture, I sent it to a couple friends and my brother. And the one friend, which is a co-worker of my husband's, supposed to take us fishing to a couple places where he fishes because they're amazing fishing spots. He never has yet. And I'm still holding him to it. But my husband doesn't see him like he used to at work. So I let it go. Anyways, he told me it's a bullfin. And my brother also told me it's a bullfin. And he's never caught one, nor is my brother. And they're like, where did you catch this? Because like they've never caught them. And I told them, and I caught like 7 of them that year. My husband caught 2 or 3 that year. You can eat bullfin, by the way, if you're curious. But a little bit later, my husband's coworker, I think, caught 1 that year. And that was his first time ever. And he was amazed that I caught 1 too. And like I said, I caught a few. Then there's this fish. My husband and I have no idea what it is. It's got beautiful red fins there on its belly. So I'm assuming it's a male, but it was kind of a neat fish. I'm sorry I don't have closer up pictures of it. But it was kind of a neat one, first time ever. Then we have, I believe this is a bluegill. That's what this one is called. We have lots of bluegills and a lot of sunfish and hybrids of both versions, like of the 2 of them. And there's multiple different types of sunfish. There's long ears, and I don't remember all the other names. There's 6 or 7 different versions of sunfish, and I've probably caught most of them. So this one here, I believe, is called a bluegill. And it was a good sized fish that I caught. And there's a sunfish. You see the difference. This one's greens, yellows, it's spotted. Now, which version of a sunfish? I can't tell you. I don't know the difference. I just know the long ear or red ear sunfish, this black dot here, is actually red. And then I know long-eared ones that black dot's long and thin. The rest of them, I can't tell you the difference. I caught this little guy, and yeah, he's little. I don't know again what he is. It was a beautiful little fish. Caught it a few years back. One of my pride, I know it's tiny, but I'm proud of it. I'm very, very proud of it. And those are all the ones I have for you. But yeah, any recommendations you guys might have regarding that goldfish? Like I said, I'm probably going to call Fish and Wildlife tomorrow. Talk to them and hope to goodness we're not going to get charged because my husband released it, not me. But say if we catch it again, what are we supposed to do? Because I don't want to get us in trouble. 10 to 1, we probably shouldn't have released it. But again, it looked so healthy. It was nice and plump. Like, I don't think it's been in the river very long. Heck, even where we caught it, because that section is not very long, and then there's a road at the one end, and at the other end of that little canal, there's train tracks. So there's 2 of the big metal pipes that the water runs through, or you put in ditches and stuff, or under roadways or whatever. And if you go a little further up left from where we were, so you go under the tracks, go up a little ways, then go up a little, well, you'll finally get to the actual part where the canal joins to the Grand River. So if it goes right, it goes up the Grand River. If it goes left and goes not too far, it's in Lake Erie. From there, it could go anywhere. This fish could have come from the States even. I have no idea. It could have came from one of our other Great Lakes. Again, I don't know. But, oh, I'm mad. I am so mad at whoever released it. It's like, I'm sorry, if you cannot be responsible for any style of pet that's going to grow and get bigger, don't get it. Or if you don't have a backup plan, so if there's a situation where, you're moving or downsizing or, bitter divorce and you're in a shelter or whatever, think of all the worst scenarios you could possibly come up into your life where you got to rehome these pets and have backup plans. Do not get a pet that you're just going to release in the wild. Like, it's so wrong. Like I said, right now I'm so mad. I'm upset. I don't know what to do. Like, and I don't want this to ruin this for me and my husband. Like, I especially love fishing. I was more of a fisher than someone to go fishing than he was. A lot of times he drops me off and he goes back to the trailer, or he'll bring his rod. Like the first few times we fished together, so this is going back, probably many years ago. Like my baby's 25, so this is going back when he was like 2 or 3. My husband would bring his rod, fish for 5 minutes, and put it away, and then just sit there and kind of be annoyed, bored, whatever. Where then it makes, come on, I want to go kind of attitude towards me. Thank goodness he finally calmed down and actually started fishing more, and he enjoys it now. But back then, not so much. But it's like, I don't want our fishing time to be ruined because of some idiot. And that's whoever released it is an idiot. Like I said, like if you're going to get a pet, please have a backup plan so that if at some point you cannot look after this pet, you can find it. You've got a home lined up for it. Like, don't just release it. Like, that's not fair to the pet. Yeah, I know a fish, people, yeah, it's a pet, but it's not a furry pet like a cat or a dog. And I've heard of people even releasing those in the wild and whatever. And it's like, no, you don't do that. You don't. So I'm done being angry. I'm going to let you go. My hubby and I's got something on Netflix we want to watch tonight. We used to, when my husband would take my son to work and then come home, watch it. But that's like 1:30 in the morning. Well, my son now doesn't start work till 3:30 in the morning. So I'm not staying up till 4 a.m. to watch our shows. So I'm going to end it here. I'm going to get this downloaded and get it onto YouTube. If you guys have watched it and you guys have suggestions of what I should maybe do or how to approach this at a later date if something like this were to happen again with this fish or other fish, like I know, I believe sheep's heads are one that are invasive that we're not to release. And then there's another one. It's shaped like the bowfin I showed you, but it's a different fish. And I know it's got stripes going down its body, but it's long, slender like that. And that you are to kill. Because even just throwing it up on the bank, it can live for 2-3 days out of water. And it will work its way back to the water. And I cannot, top of my head, think of what it is. And we have them. I've just never caught one. So I do know sheep's heads. And then that other one, we are to kill. Completely kill it. And neither one of them are edible. So I'll chop it up and use it for bait, I guess. Which sucks. But hey, if it works, it works. But like a pet goldfish, come on, people. Anyways, guys, I love you. Thank you for coming by. Hopefully at some point I'll have update as to, what I've been advised to do if for some reason we catch it again. Like we're not gonna be fishing again now till um Father's Day weekend. But my sister-in-law's boyfriend, he knows where we fish and he's fished there a few times. So if I find out, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do, then I can kind of send him there. Like I know next weekend, the long weekend, my sister-in-law boyfriend will be at the trailer, and I know he gets his license every year for fishing. So I could maybe send him to the fishing hole and say, hey, this is what we were told to do. Could you maybe try and go fishing for an hour or two and see if you can catch it? If so, dispose of it or whatever we're advised to do. If we're just told to release it again, then we release it. But I cannot see us being advised to do it, like I said, because it could have come in from Lake Erie, could have came from Canada side or US side. So like I could tell them where we caught it, but it won't really give them any idea as to where it was released. Because it's not like we're just on a small lake itself that doesn't join to any other water. And like I said, it could have came even from Lake Michigan or Lake Superior, I think it is. Those ones come down to Lake Erie, and then Lake Erie goes into Lake Ontario. Yeah, I believe that's the order it goes in. So it could have, like I said, come from two other lakes, even, which is way over from the lake I'm fishing from, kind of, sort of. Anyways, guys, thank you for listening. And again, if you got any advice, let me know. Like, I would feel bad if I would have just killed it and then been told, oh no, you could just release it or whatever. So I don't really like the thought of killing a fish just to kill it. But if I know it's invasive and it should not be in our waterways, which again, I know this one shouldn't be, we should have killed it, but I would have felt so bad. So it's like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And even if I get a hold of gaming and wildlife or whatever, it's the OPP we actually deal with. They're the ones that actually go around out in the boats and card people and whatever. And I don't think they're going to sit there and fish. And then again, no cell phone. So if we catch again, I can't call them and say, yeah, we caught this fish. You need to come get it and deal with it. So anyways, guys, I'm going to go watch a show and then off to bed. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. And have a great day, everybody.